So today what we have is a property I'm looking at for a client that at the time of this video is for sale. And as you see, this is a very busy intersection. There's a Checkers on that corner. On this corner, there's a McDonald's. And there's a shopping plaza over there and a Tires Plus. But the corner we're looking at is this one over here. So we see this corner here. It's very high traffic. And the challenges of this site is that it's currently a 6,300 square foot building on a less than a half-acre lot. I'm here see this whole intersection's been widened many times, and now this current parent site of this property is smaller than it originally was, and you don't have many parking spaces in the front. You got actually more parking spaces in the rear. It's being offered at approximately a 7 cap, about less than $2 million, 4 tenants, it appears, but limited parking. So that's the reason we're looking at the site as possible redevelopment. Could we get the entitlements in to get the property approved for a smaller quick service restaurant? So we have more parking, less building area. Could we get possibly the leases renegotiated to buyouts if there's not lease clauses already, or terminations in the near future? These are all things we consider. So this building currently has 4 tenants in it, as I said, and the only front parking is what I'm driving by right now. And both sides have this single lane going up and down it. And like I said, most of the parking is in the rear. So you see, this size building is snug. Here's the 4th rental unit, which is a high exposure on the side road. And here's the rear parking here. So you actually got more parking in the rear than you do in the front, but nobody uses it because the primary tenants are all in the front and people don't walk to the back of the building. So, like I said, this is a case scenario that we're examining this property for the site. So we have a building that's about 6,300 square feet. So this side, on the side, there's no parking here. There's just, you can drive in from the side. And when you turn, it's like a split exit. It's shared with the neighboring property, but you have to make a right when you come out. So you have limited parking in the front. It's currently split in it appears, 3 retail up front. And I think the back one's separate. So you got all that space, 6,000 square feet, but and here's the side again. And this is back to where we came in. So it appears that there's 3 cell phone related and a liquor store in this building. So there's 4 tenants. But anyway, that's not why we're looking at this property. And here's the kicker, and I'll show you. We're looking at this property for the site, not the tenants, not the current use. Because as you see, there's a lack of parking for the number. I mean, really here, they're putting sideways parking in the back here on the side. but this is all in the back of the building. So actually in the back, you have more parking than you do in the front. But the reason I'm looking at this building for a client is for the site only. It's priced a little under $2 million. You saw what was at the opposite corners. I'll do a spin around so you can see the newer McDonald's on the opposite corner. It's right over there. Right there's the newer McDonald's. So on this site, since it's only under half an acre, and now the current use is like a 6,300 square foot strip center, everybody would say, well, that's good. You got 4 tenants. But the highest and best use of this site, I don't think, is the current use due to the limited parking. And that's why we're targeting this site. I mean, you won't see this video until months after I've taken it. But we're investigating this site as a tear down and putting a smaller QSR quick service restaurant in here, with a footprint of give or take 2,000 square feet and the rest parking and drive through. So, for the site being only 1.7 million, that's not too bad for this site.